Hi guys, so this is the C39 version 2. This is how the rifle looks like. It's basically, I haven't touched that rifle yet. It's straight out of the box. It comes with two PMags from the mag pool, which of course I could care less about these magazines. But that's basically how the rifle looks like it. So right off the bat you can see that the cutouts on the receiver are made a little bit differently compared to the version 1. Also the rear sight, it looks like a regular AK rear sight. They dropped that goofy shit for adjusting the windage on it. And finally we have the regular AK front post, and you can use your standard AK tool to make the adjustments and zero the rifle that way. And it comes with exactly the same muzzle brake. It is the Chevron muzzle brake. They're using the same gas block, and pretty much from outside this is how it looks like it. But the biggest changes were made on this rifle inside. Oh, I forgot also about the finish. A finish is actually beautifully made. This is the high quality finish. It is you know, very sketch resistant, and it looks nice. It looks better than on Arsenal rifles, to be honest with you. And this is the similar finish to what the DDI is using on their rifles. It's a high quality finish, but who cares about the paint, right? Let's see what is under the hood. So let me take off the cover, remove the spring. This is, they upgraded this spring, the recoil spring. It's much stronger than on the version 1. A lot of people were complaining about those springs, so they put up the stronger spring, and this spring looks solid. Then we have a bolt carrier group, and I like that bolt, what they did with the bolt. The bolt is looking really decently. That's a nice looking bolt. Then you have the piston, of course these cutouts to save the weight. That's a bolt carrier, so not that many changes here. It's the same thing. And inside we have the springs from Wolf. Of course I do prefer still the original twisted springs on the trigger group, but it is what it is. And here's the biggest surprise: the trigger is marked with the letter C, which you know, I'm guessing this is for Century. And this is not the Tepco G2 trigger. This is the Century Arms, I'm assuming this is the Century Arms made trigger. So we'll see how this trigger is going to work like in the field. So far it feels good, but you know, it's hard to say without really shooting that rifle. And then of course we have a barrel, and the barrel was black nitride, so it's a nice upgrade compared to the version 1. These barrels should be good for, you know, at least 12 to 15,000 rounds. So again, time will tell how these barrels are performing like in the field. Okay, let's go to the safety. As we remember, originally they used the full auto safety on the version 1, and here is a nice surprise. It's no longer the full auto safety. As you can see, they got that notch cut out, and you can easily remove the safety from the rifle, and it's basically the same, almost the same safety as on the original AKM. That's the original Russian AKM safety, and here we got you know, Century Arms safety with that cutout notch to hold the bolt open. Okay, so that's the safety. And inside the receiver, that's pretty much it. Oh, the one important thing what they did is, let me remove that screw for the pistol grip. And of course they keep using the same ugly pistol grip on it. I'm not a big fan of those standard pistol grips, but it is what it is. It comes with that, you know, polymer one. It's the standard screw for the pistol grip. But look at this, guys, that nut to mount the pistol grip, it's a standard AK part. Basically they're using the standard AK part, when on the previous version it was kinda, you know, welded to the receiver. So now you can remove it. That's a cool upgrade too, because I hated the old solution. So let's have a look what we got up front. The Century Arms promises that you can use the regular handguards on this C39 V2, and this is the old one had the longer gas tube, so you couldn't really put the regular gas tube on it. So let's see, this is the again regular AKM gas tube. Let me see how this is going to end up. Well, I still got a problem to fit the regular gas tube. You know, maybe you can jam it, but you will have to do some Dremel tool action. So it looks like, let me compare the length very quickly. You know, well, they look almost identical. I have to check on this. But that one's got some cutouts done up front. That's the original V2. So probably you could fit the gas tube. Let me see if we can put the regular handguard quickly on it here. Yeah, let me grab the wrench to help me out. Yep, and there you go. Check this out, guys. That's too much a little bit. Let me make the small adjustment. But pretty much, yep, this is the regular AKM upper handguard, and it will fit. So we know that this is the truth. Let me open the lever for the lower handguard and to remove the lower handguard, and we'll see how easy to adjust is the lower handguard. So basically that's how it's looking like. This is the rear end. Let me compare it to the original Russian AKM handguard. Is the width the same? Okay guys, so right away I will tell you that the regular Russian AKM handguard will not fit without the serious Dremel tool action. And this is why, maybe you can see it that way. This is why, because the width of the regular AKM handguard is bigger than on that C39. So that opening, so basically that opening in the receiver is not wide enough to accept the regular handguard. You would have to trim it, the edges, to fit it. And let me see if I'm correct. I bet you that this is, alright, it's kind of tough. Yep, there's no way, see, there's no way that this handguard is going to fit. So you have to do some trimming with the Dremel tool. I would say a few good millimeters you have to shave off in order to fit it. So like for me in this situation, I'm not going to destroy the original, you know, handguards, Russian handguards to fit it on a C39. It's not worth it. But check it out. This is the front retention bracket, and the front retention bracket slides in perfectly. So you know that there's nothing to do up front, but you have to do some work on the back. So that's right off the bat. And I think they said about it that you have to do the trimming with the Dremel tool. So we know that the upper handguard will work, but the lower handguard will not. So let me see if we can get that trigger out. I got my pliers. Let's pull those springs. Okay, watch out for the cobra bite. It's a good idea to tighten those springs when removing them. Oh, I forgot. Check this out, guys. They still use the paper clip to keep everything kind of, you know, in place. So that hasn't changed compared to the version 1. Alright, and as I talk about it, these are wolf springs, so that's a nice upgrade. Alright, now the pins should fall out. There we go. It's a pin for the trigger. Let me get the trigger out. Let's see what we got here. This is that Century Arms made trigger. Alright, so this is how it's looking like. As I said, it's marked clearly with the letters C at the bottom and C at the top. Let me remove this bushing now. That's a very tight fit. Okay, so the bushing is out. Watch out for the little spring. And that's the same construction. I'll put it here so you guys could have a good view. This is a completely disassembled trigger group from the Century Arms. No difference in construction compared to the G2 from Tapco, but it is their trigger right now. So pretty much that's it for the trigger group. Let's the one thing which we forgot to do is let's disassemble the stock, and let me show you, and I want to see it too, frankly, what they did on the rear of the stock. The one thing which is absolutely awesome right away, I'll tell you, is they don't no longer have that stupid tongue at the bottom of the stock. So you got regular 2 screws on the top for mounting, and let me remove them and we'll see how that stock mounts. Is this really regular opening, and can you use the regular stock from any AKM, or if you could use the regular M4 stock adapters. Alright, so the stock is out. Again, let's compare it to the Russian AKM, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That Russian AKM stock should fit to it without any problems. This is how it looks like on the back. So it's a standard opening, guys. So you can use the like a Rifle Dynamics adapter for it to mount the M4 stock if you want to, or you can upgrade your stock to regular AKM, as I said. So basically 2 screws on the top, no lower tank at the bottom. That's a big progress. And I told Century Arms right away, I mean, their previous solution was goofy. They had the millet receiver. Why not to do it correctly? So this is how it looks like, guys. There are some still things which you have to work on with the Dremel tool if you want to replace the furniture on it. There is no bayonet lock. There is no opening for the cleaning rod. So, and there is no cleaning rod with that set. But that's pretty much new C39 version 2. I think so it's an upgrade compared to the version 1. This rifle will be priced around $750, and I know that the Atlantic Firearms were going to have them on sale for like $739. So it will give a lot of companies a run for the money. I think so that the people will be sweating when they will see that rifle hitting the shelves. Now the question is, of course, how this is going to perform like in the field. But basically there's not that many changes in the hardware, and the first one was okay. So I'm not suspecting any failures. I hope it will be performing well. Okay, that's it. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer it. That was the exclusive look into the C39 version 2. Thanks for watching.